Welcome, all you beautiful souls, to your weekly energy update, and this is for July 10th through July 17th. This week we have a big moon happening. It's actually a super full moon on the 13th, which will be in Capricorn. That'll be around 12:37 p.m. Mountain Time, so wherever you're at in the world, you can adjust it with that. So Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and you can kind of look at Saturn as the wise old taskmaster. And he basically wants to give us a challenge of some sort in some area of our life. And if we apply the energy and the attention towards that task, then we do get a little reward for doing that Saturn gives to us. So what we're going to be looking at for the energy of this reading is just what advice does your spirit support team on the other side have for you relating to your tasky mission that will be applied during this time. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in for our reading for each zodiac sign, and I'm jumping into yours right now. All right, Libras, this is your weekly energy update. We're going to start off by pulling the card here from the Divine Guidance deck, and all the cards I use in a reading I do put in the description box below. And we'll give these a good shuffle, and then we'll see what advice Spirit have for you for your little tasky mission. What's going on in your life? What is Capricorn and Saturn? What are they? Got two for you here. What are they having you look at here in your life? You got card number 24, and these are fractal imaging. I call them the Spirit ink blot test. So whatever jumps out to you in this card is a special thing for you. I will read from the deck, from the book deck as well. And then you have card number 32. All right, so let me just put these here. Actually, move them down a little bit. And we'll start off with this one here, card number 24. See what energy comes with that for you. Maybe. There it goes. So you have the divine feminine energy. And of course, whether we're male or female or however we identify, we have both divine masculine and divine feminine within us. And this card asks you to begin operating more from a feminine flow of energy, whether you're male or female. It asks that you allow your power to flow from within instead of using force. Be mindful of using a gentle approach to people and situations. The role of nurturer and healer is important for you, and these gifts will blossom when you allow them to naturally emanate from you. Focus on your relationships with the people you interact with. You'll find that more will be accomplished while creating peace and harmony for all involved. Yeah, so as you're going through this process, whatever this, little mission that you're on is, you attract more bees with honey than you do with vinegar, right? So this is about approach it gently, both for yourself and for other people as well. Yeah, because this is the nectar of life. That's hilarious. So bees with honey, and then you have the nectar. So you work so hard, and you are definitely to be commended for your efforts. This card, though, is asking you to slow down a little and enjoy the simple things in life. Spend some quality time with family and friends, taking time to embrace life and do some of the things you honestly enjoy. Focus your energy or activities in things that bring you true pleasure. Taste the sweetness of life. Feel empowered to pollinate and fertilize your dreams. That's funny. Also, divine feminine, fertilizing, birth, right? But this does look like a drop of honey to me. It's hilarious. We're also going to pull from these Light Seers Tarot and just see what they'd like to add to that. But definitely, this feels like a time for you this week, especially. It's a time for a break. Time to kind of step away from all that, the goals and the taskiness and all of that, and kind of like, Libras, balance things out, right? You know that. You're the masters of balance, so this is like the reminder to balance. Time to enjoy. You don't have to wait, for that thing in the future, Because when your happiness is based in the future, it never comes, because there's always something else you add on to it, right? So this is the importance of celebrating and enjoying what you're doing along the way as well. So what else for our Libras? Okay. Okay, they do want these, but they want this one here, that one there. What else? Okay, these two here. Okay, and they said that's it. All right, so let's start right here with this one. Yeah, and you have the Ten of Swords. And swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And so you basically have had a ton on your mind, because the Ten of Swords usually has someone laying down on the beach with the 10 swords stuck in their back looking at the sunrise coming, which is a good card because it means you're exhausted from trying to live up to all those expectations, all those thoughts, all those beliefs, and you're ready to let them go. And I like this because once you do this and you get rid of all the birds and all the thoughts, it's a much serene picture, much more serene picture as you're walking toward this newness, this enjoyment instead. So there is this get away from all that clutter, that mind clutter that's going on, and have some enjoyment this week. I mean, if you have vacation this week, perfect. That's perfect timing for it. If not, maybe plan for a vacation. Take some time off during this time here. Yeah, because here you have the Empress. So divine feminine energy coming in here, new birth, giving birth to something new, and seeing that, allowing the process to happen. But it can become uncomfortable sometimes when you're pregnant. I hear from a lot of my female friends who've had babies. They're like, at some point you run out of space in your belly and it becomes uncomfortable. And this is about enjoy the birthing process, and don't get so caught up into all the steps and everything that needs to happen. Enjoy each moment. I mean, when you got pregnant, if you were just focusing on, I got to get to the end and get this baby birthed, instead of enjoying it, feeling and building that bond, with the baby within you as it becomes to grow and, comes into fruition. And, if you're like, I can't wait to get them out of the house, you're going to miss, on all of those 19 years from inception till they're leaving the house at 18, if they leave at 18. But this is about enjoying the journey, enjoying the process, and this new birth that's coming. You definitely have this sweetness coming in, especially all this divine feminine energy. It's about Mother Nature, about Mother Nurture. So definitely, again, getting out into nature, getting away from everything is also being reinforced here. Yeah, because you have the Queen of Swords. I love the Queen of Swords being above the Ten of Swords too, because again, feminine energy coming in. The Queen of Swords, she is a wonderful, wonderful card to come in around your thoughts and beliefs. And she really a great card for Libras, because she is this balance between mind and heart. You can see down here, they interpret it, they have the heart actually imprisoned down here. And what the Queen, this is the awareness that comes around of balancing both heart and mind. Because the queens roll their suit, which swords being air element, she rolls the air, but all of the queens and all of the suits also carry water with them. And so that is of course, water is the emotions and the heart. And then, so that's the balance between air and water, mind and heart. So definitely getting this balance in is coming, that message is coming in here for you too. Oh, and then you have the divine masculine energy coming in. King of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your inspiration, your passion. Card of entrepreneurship. And like we said, regardless if you're male or female, this is a very strong energy coming in. King of the jungle, very much powerful in how you're able to super focus your energy, how you're able to get things done. And also can represent like your higher self, your spiritual side as well, because the wands being all of that energy, it also represents spiritual energy, and the king being the highest in the suit represents the highest spiritual energy that you can connect with, which is the higher self, that spiritual world, right? So there is this coming in here about connecting to you, but I love the balancing aspect coming in too between the divine masculine, divine feminine energy being on separate sides of this. It's almost like these were the scales. Like this is the scale, and here is the two things that are sitting in the scales, right? So balancing out that, like I talked about in here, bringing in that feminine side and the emotional side, not just being all fire and forcing things, but bringing in that gentleness into your month here. Yeah, here you go. Balancing of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. This also represents emotional choices, though, too. So as you're going into this week, being aware of every moment is either a choice of unconditional love, the divine feminine, and conditional love of the human side. So you have the two sides of things that come in, and knowing that every moment, there's no wrong choice, but whatever you want to experience, if you want more unconditional love, you make choices of unconditional love, and that's what you focus on. If you want more conditional love and fear, then that's what you focus on and that's what you experience. But this is telling you that you have this power of choice that fits within your hands. Any moment, you always get to choose what emotion you want to feel through whatever is going on. And I know sometimes it doesn't feel like that because, this thing happens and this is how I feel. How did I choose that? But when Spirit told me about that, they showed me that, our emotional choices and the mental choices we make too, we are taught these popular opinions of this is how you're supposed to feel. This is how you are supposed to think that means about you or them or the world when that thing happens. And it's reinforced so much over and over again that it becomes our habit. It becomes our opinion on this is how I'm supposed to feel and this is what it's supposed to mean. And then it becomes so much of that it becomes our reaction where it doesn't even feel like we're making a choice. It's just, like it says, that happens, boom, that's how we feel. But when we slow things down and we usually can't in the middle of something right away and go, oh, I'm going to feel this way now. It's like, it's such a habit that it takes time. It took time for that habit to form on this is how you feel when that happens. It's also going to take a little bit of time to change that to a new habit that you want to think about that. And usually the process is like, years after we decide, we felt something, going through something, we go back and revisit it and go, oh, this is how I felt about that. And then it becomes a year later, and then a month later, and then a day later. We start recognizing the emotional choices we make sooner and sooner and sooner to where we're actually, as we're going through it, we recognize that we're making this emotional choice, and we sometimes still choose the old way, but we're like, oh, this is the choice I'm making as we're making it. And eventually we might change it up while it's happening. And then we'll even start recognizing it before, as the emotions start to rise up, we make a different choice. Sometimes we still revert to the old. It's about being gentle with yourself as you go through this new habit of changing how you are going to feel about something that you're going through or things that you go through as they come up. And then your final messages we're going to pull from the You Are Awesome deck and to see what the final messages that Spirit has for all you Libras. And one more time. All right, so what's your final messages for Libra, please? Okay, that one and that one. So this is your first one here. I love these cards. They're so cute. Looks like it's time for a rest, like I talked about, right? I don't apologize when I need a break. Even this temple needs recovery time. So there's your message about taking a break and relaxing. Be gentle. And then you have this one here. Looks like a little kiwi. I may have the same fur as you, but we are all special inside. Sometimes sweet, sometimes tangy, always awesome. So yeah, recognizing that we are all the same, and that we are, that higher self that we are here, that powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being we are, that's made of unconditional love. We're all that, on the at our core, right? But we all are expressing ourselves in these different characters in the outside world. So I love this kind of little side message coming in here for you, that as you realize, as you're taking all this in, the different sides of people, that at the core, we all have the same dream. We all want to be loved. And that's it, period. We all want to be loved. We just go about it in different ways and express it in different ways. But at the core, when we realize everyone has their own dream and they're really not paying attention to anyone else's but their own, most of the time, and you don't take it so defensively or are offended by other people's actions, because you realize they're just focused on theirs. They didn't mean to bump into you in the hall. They were just focusing, on their little map that they're trying to get through to get to where their destination is, and they bumped into you. And when we look at it that way, we just go, oh, sorry, and we continue moving on, instead of getting into this brawl in the middle of the hallway because we were both looking at our maps and we bumped into each other and rah, right? So there is this, okay, that makes sense. They're saying, yeah, that's that. Instead of using the fire, use this peaceful approach instead. Again, we attract more bees with honey. We draw in more love into our life when we're loving than we are when we're being a douchebag. So, interesting message, but I love it. So I love this for you, Libras. You are, like I said, you're the masters of balance, so you totally get this. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. If you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button. Also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go into that notification bell, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out for this channel. And also doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, share a video, comment on a video, or subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, happy, excited, and wants to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I am, of course, very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for specific answers and specific guidance for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, all you mighty Libras, as you go through this week, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.